Hey class, what's up? So we did our study on proxemics. We did some videos in the library that we showed of me going up to people and being really in their bubble. And we did a girl and we did a guy. And we could see that with the girl, as we learned in class, the girl tended to, even though I was in her space completely, angle her body towards me. Even though she was sliding away, she angled her body towards me. And we noticed with the guy that he felt really uncomfortable. I was really up in his space all over him and within kissing distance, and it made him feel really awkward. He didn't even make eye contact and he leaned away.
Alright, we are here in the Snow College Library. We're gonna observe some proximities today between male and female and how distance between them and the near and farness and how they interact. And see what happens in a social situation with communicating.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How you doing today?
Good. Just
Yeah.
doing some homework.
Just wanted to, walk up and just start a conversation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um. So, where'd you get your scar on your arm from?
I don't know. I don't know where I got that one.
Oh. Cool.
That's about it.
Really?
Alright, now that we have a couple examples with females, they seem to be pretty awkward out and giggly and laughing. But now we're going to see how a male interacts with another male when he comes up really close into his space.
Good. Yeah. You feeling good? Yeah. How's goals and completion going?
It's alright.
Yeah?
Not bad.
Is that for what class?
It's nutrition.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Dude, just chilling in the library, saying hi to all my friends, man.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it, man. Alright.
Oh, really?
Okay, so what I chose to look at was differences in gender and how they use proxemics. And obviously, like we talked about how girls tend to be closer. And remember that when Jerem and Preston, they stood up in class and they talked to each other and they were both angled away from each other. And like that's something that is very commonly seen in boys. And girls tend to lean in to whoever they're talking to. And men and women both feel that men invade their space more than women do, which actually really surprised me a lot because I feel like women are more like in your face and touchy. Also, males have a bigger territorial space, and this means that they think that a bigger space is theirs. This can be seen like as like their room, or maybe stuff that they have in the kitchen, or maybe like however much space they use on a desk or something like that. So anyways, those are just some differences. And then I also did a survey. I asked people about things to do with proxemics and how they use them in their lives. And most people, not really surprisingly, don't know what proxemics is. But even though they don't know what it is, they're definitely aware of it. People, when they're with a stranger, they stand at least 2 feet away. And some people are like, I stand as far away as possible because I don't want to like be with a stranger and like have contact with them at all. Then a lot of people said, like everyone said that girls are more touchy, and a lot of people said that they think it's because girls are more emotional, so they have that connection, and so that emotional connection will go over to a physical like distance. And then I was asking some people because I was curious, and I said, how long does it take for you to get comfortable with someone that like you're comfortable to be like really close to them and stuff? And some people were really easy to go along with people, and they said that it only takes them about a few sentences or maybe 15 minutes to an hour. And then some people said that it takes them like 6 months or longer. So it really just depends on the kind of person that you're dealing with, and it's not really a cut thing and stick and stone. So
All right. So with proxemics and relationships, the average relationship stays within 0 to 18 inches. So obviously they tend to sit a little closer than, like, say, you and your best friend. And then, but it tends to be that in the earlier stages of the relationship, there's more touchy-feely. So you're, right up next to somebody, or, but then as the relationship kind of goes on, you seem to like just trust them or whatever, and the distance tends to be a little more than touch, but still within usually that 0 to 18 inches. Then, than if you were to be with your best friend. That's usually more like 2 feet. So if you love somebody, you tend to stand a little closer to them.
As we tested the proxemics between strangers and how they differ, I discovered that when I approached a stranger who was a male, he was a lot less inclined to stand close to me. He was much farther apart and kind of faced more away from me. And then the girl stranger I approached, she came a little closer, but she kept her distance, not to get into my personal space, and she was a lot more inclined to be more talkative, and she was facing more towards me.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How has your day been?
Oh, it's going.
Did you have to work today?
No, I just got off of work.
Oh, that's good. So you just came to get some groceries?
Yeah, I need to make some dinner, so I came to get food.
Oh, okay, then I won't bother you. Okay, so, hi, I'm
Hello.
Kelsey.
Chad. Spencer.
Did you have a good drive over?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
What did you bring us?
Lots of chips, Frito-Lays.
Strangers like to be 4 to 10 feet away, whether it's having a conversation or wandering the mall. As I was looking up more information about proxemics with strangers, I saw quite a few websites that talked about how to stay as far away from strangers as possible, like by putting a bag on your seat and stuff like that. Americans tend to want more space than other cultures. And as I was asking people on my survey, they all said that they like stand a bit further away from strangers than they do from people they know well.
People whose spatial requirements differ due to factors such as personality, population, or culture are more likely to have their personal spaces come in conflict. For example, meeting Asians or Europeans, they tend to come closer to you when they talk, and it makes me feel uncomfortable because I live in such a low-populated community.
How's your day going? Good. That's good. How was class? Good. That's good. How's your day going? Pretty good.